against the wall, and I don't have the way.
What's up, guys? Landon here, back for another one. Today, I'm going to be reacting to an interview that happened with Bad News Brown, where he tells a story about Andre the Giant, when Andre the Giant took a crap on him. I did a video about another interview with, I believe, it was Jake the Snake Roberts, on an Andre the Giant story, and I don't know why, but Andre the Giant stories are always just usually either really funny or they're just cool stories, and I don't know, everyone seemed to like it, so figured I'd do another one. Also, quickly before we start, I'd like to thank everyone for the support on my channel. It's doing really good, at least better than I would have thought, considering I'm a small channel. Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop rambling on, and let's get into this.
Well, the first time I met him, it was funny. He came over because he was a big drawer in Japan. Big drawer. Actually, the first tour that I was on, I wasn't actually on the tour. I worked with Sakaguchi, and then they took me on tour with them to show me what was going on. And he was on the tour, and he was just a big card. So after a couple of years, they had me in a match with him in the tag, and I looked up at him, and I'm going, man, is this guy big? I just couldn't believe how big he was. But he was, before he became injured and he started having problems and everything, he was one hell of a worker for a big guy. He set the standard for the Giants, I don't think there's still a Giant today that could do what he did.
What happened on the bus between you and Andre? There was an incident or something?
Well, yeah, I was on the bus and Dusty Rhodes was on there, and actually Hulk Hogan was sitting behind me. And I used to sit 2 seats from the front, and he was in the back there, and I don't know if he's talking to Dusty. I think Chavo Sr. was on there too. And he started making these racist remarks, and he started throwing the N-word around and everything. And I'm like half sleeping. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What? So then I said, Hogan, not Hogan, excuse me. I said, Giant, Andre. Yeah, what is it? I said, you watch your mouth. I said, I don't like what you're saying. I said, that's an insult to me, And so he didn't say nothing, and then he, as the bus was going, he says, bad news. I said, yeah. He says, go fuck yourself. So I told the bus driver.
Damn. Well, hold on a sec. I gotta stop it here. Man, if I was him, I'd be freaking. If I was Bad News Brown, man, I'd be freaking pissed. Like, not only is that racist, but like, you were asked to stop and you refused and escalated the problem. So, damn. All right. Anyway.
Pull over. Huh. I said, pull over. I said, you come on out this bus and you tell me that to my face. So he wouldn't get out the bus. And Stan Hansen was there too. And then we got off the bus to the hotel, and Stan was trying to, because he knew I was just really just pissed off, right? And he says, Alan, hey, he's drunk. Don't worry about it. I said, I don't want to hear that. And I went up to my room, and I didn't sleep all night. And we were going to the next town, and I was. So the next day, I came down early, and we were going just pissed off, right? And he says, Alan, hey, he's drunk. Don't worry about it. I said, I don't want to hear that. And I went up to my room, and I didn't sleep all night because it really bothered me, So the next day, I came down early, and we were going to the next town, and I was waiting by the elevator. And as he got off the elevator, I said, Andre, I want to talk to you. And he goes, what is it? I said, let's go outside. He didn't want to go. I said, no, let's step outside. If I wanted to do something to you, I'd have jumped you as soon as he got off the elevator. Let's go outside right now. And I told him, I said, look, I don't appreciate the way you were talking on the bus. I said, you never hear me insult your people. He said, well, I'm Polish and people. And I said, you don't hear that from me. So if you feel that way, that's your business. I don't have to listen to that nonsense, I said, don't let me ever hear you say that again. So he apologized. And for quite a while there, it was tension between us. We never would speak. We were always on different tours, the same tour and everything, but we never spoke. But before he passed away, we buried the hatchet and, we sat down and we talked about it.
No.
And, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen with, like, celebrities, but it's, like, crazy to think that, Andre actually said that, considering that he was, like, painted as, this lovable giant and all this stuff. But I kind of feel like I definitely could see that possibly happening, because I feel like, celebrities, like, things like this happen, and they brush it under the rug and just kind of, get it away from the lights, that people don't find out, and then, eventually it comes out and it's ugly and it's like this huge mess or whatever. But anyway,
Hogan was over on the tour. I believe it was like in the early '80s, probably 1980 actually. And you teamed with Hulk on a lot of occasions. What was that like? And
Yeah, it was good. You know, Hulk was quite the character. I used to like to rib him a lot. You know, and he was something else. So let me go back on the story about Hulk. That incident with the Giant, he was actually sitting in the row behind me, and when I told the bus driver to pull over, and I actually had my earrings in, and I took them out and put them in my bag. Now, I didn't know this later. Hope told me this a couple of days later. He says, Alan, I'd like to tell you something. And I said, what is that? He says, you know, when I saw you reach out in your bag, he said, I ducked up under the chairs. And what are you talking about? He says, I never seen nobody talk to Andre like this. I figured this guy's got a gun. He's going to come out, he's going to turn around, he's going to shoot him, look over, see me, and then he's going to shoot me too. I said, why did I do that? He said, I don't know, maybe you were mad. You're going to shoot everybody, you know? And he told me that I just busted out laughing. I said, you kidding? He said, I swear, man. He says, I thought you were going to pull a gun out and shoot the guy.
wow.
Were you involved in a match? I could be wrong. It was like Bigelow and Andre in Mexico when Andre had too many tequilas, and
I remember that.
were you? What happened there?
True story. You're talking about the one where he shit on me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the last time I saw Andre alive, because he was supposed to come back. We're both supposed to come back, go home, come back a month later, and then he went to his father's funeral and passed away. But he had diarrhea, and plus he was drinking too. So he gets into the ring there, and Bam Bam was my partner, and he shoots me across the ring, and he says, "Oh, big ass boss." He don't call everybody boss, right? And he gives it to me, and all of a sudden everything went. You know, I'm like laying in the corner, and he just let go, and it's all over me, and I fell out the ring, and I'm about to puke, you know, and so I left. We're in the bull ring in Mexico, and I went up the stairs. And like you go up the stairs and there are people lying there, along the line there, and they're cursing me and everything, and they're going like, "Wow, what does this smell?" You know?
Yeah.
And it was me, and I went in, and I didn't take off my boots or nothing. I went in and just jumped in the shower, everything on it, and you know, I felt sorry for the guy. I mean, he was just sick. That's all. I just let it go. You know, that's a true story. Everybody asks me that. Oh yeah, it's true.
All right, guys, I didn't know that, but then it ended up being kind of like three stories kind of rolled into one, or at least, I don't know, it was just part of the interview. That was actually pretty cool. I know I like Andre the Giant stories. You know, I'm a big fan. Like, I watched the HBO documentary on all about his life and his career and like all that stuff, and I'm just, you know, interested. And, you know, I'd never seen this video before, and I thought it'd be cool to watch it and see your guys' reaction to what I thought. Anyway, before I end this, I'm on TikTok now. I'll leave my link to my TikTok account so you guys can check me out on there if you'd like. Also, the original video link will be down in the YouTube description if you'd like to watch it later. Also, guys, if you like the videos, you like my channel, be sure to like, comment, consider subscribing. Leave your suggestions down in the comment sections so I can see what you suggested, and I'll try my best to react to whatever you suggest. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.